A quick disclaimer before we get started, you are following along at your own risk. I'm not in the room with you to correct you or adjust you, so please honor your body, listen to what it's telling you, and avoid poses that are not appropriate to you, especially if you have any type of injury or are currently pregnant. Let's get started. So we are going to get started in either an easy seated position. So if you have baby here in front of you on a blanket, maybe a seated position is more appropriate for you so you can maintain eye contact with baby. If not, you can come down to child's pose. So child's pose is our resting position. Bringing our knees as wide as the mat and big toes come together to touch behind you. Option 1, start on your forearms. This is great if you're pregnant, or if you do have baby in front of you, you can still maintain eye contact with your little one. If not, you're going to stretch your forehead all the way down to your mat and reach your fingertips in front of you, releasing the forehead down to the ground. Wherever you are, let's either close our eyes or bring our gaze down and take 3 loud, audible exhales as we let go of our day. As we inhale, inhale deeply through the nose. As you exhale, open the mouth wide and let everything out. Do this 2 more times on your own, each time getting a little bit louder. For this last one, let's wiggle our lower jaw around, really letting go of any tension that we're still holding on to. Good job. Starting to connect to your Ujjayi breath here. So sealing the lips shut. Start to bring the breath in and out through the nose only. You're either staying in child's pose or you're still in your easy seated position. Grounding down through your sits bones, rolling the shoulders down and away from the ears and connecting in through your core. Lengthen up through the crown of the head and then bring that gaze down. Eyes are closed. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose only. Slowing down the breath 1 to 2 times longer than your normal. Maybe even constricting the back of the throat slightly to create an ocean-like sound as we breathe. And while you're here, either in child's pose or Sukhasana, easy seated position, I want you to slowly empty your mind out, releasing anything that you're holding on to that's not serving you right now. And then set your intention for your practice and for your day. If you're not sure what that is, it can be one positive word that you would like to focus on today. Maybe it's even something you're trying to bring more of into your life. As you connect to that Ujjayi breath and focus on your intention, if you're in child's pose and your forehead is down to the ground, you're slowly going to rock it all the way to the right, trying to reach the right temple down to the mat. And then you'll come back through center all the way to the left. Doing this a few times, fingertips can come behind you or reach those fingertips forward like regular child's pose. And if you're in your easy seated position, as you inhale, lengthen up through the crown of the head, and as you exhale, bring the right ear down to the right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen up through center, exhale to the other side. Inhale through center. If you're in that seated position, as you exhale, let's fold forward over baby or over your mat, bringing the forehead down towards the ground. We're all going to meet up in a tabletop position, so rolling over those knees or rising up to them if you're in child's pose. Stretching those fingertips wide, press any air out from underneath the palms. Bring the shoulders over the wrists, soften the elbows here so we're engaging the muscles rather than locking out. Connect into your core so we're not dumping into our lower spine. Pull that belly button up and in. Knees and ankles are hip distance or wider if you're pregnant. And toes can be tucked or untucked, that's your preference. On your next inhale, keeping the core engaged, gently start to shine the chest up towards the sky. Drop the belly down, gaze goes up if it's okay on your neck, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin, gaze at the tops of the thighs. Doing this a few more times here. Inhale, shine that chest forward. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Linking your breath to movement here and going as slow or as fast as feels good to you. And as we go about our practice, I will guide you through my words with the correct alignment. But I am human, so even though I'm a yoga instructor, my form might not be perfect, and that's okay. I want you to focus on the words and focus on how it feels in your own body rather than how I look. As you're ready, come back to a neutral spine, regular tabletop position. Close those eyes. Scan your body. Notice the areas that feel tight or tender. And then allow your body to start moving in whatever way feels good to it without any judgment. So there's no wrong way to move here. We're waking up our body and our muscles, and we're building trust between our mind and our body, knowing that sometimes our body knows what it needs. I always like to do hip circles here, so if you're having a hard time finding movement, hip circles is a great place to start. And make sure if you do something on one side, you do it to the other side. If you take a hip circle in one direction, switch it out and go in the other direction. You can stay on your hands and knees here. You can come down to child's pose if your body is asking for something more restorative. Or you can also come up to a downward facing dog or plank if you need something energizing. Let's take 2 more breaths here, moving however sounds good to you. And we'll meet up in tabletop. One more thing we'll do here on an inhale, reach those right fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, thread the needle through, bring the right shoulder, right ear down to the ground. If it doesn't come all the way down, you can grab a blanket and prop yourself up. If you're able to, you can come all the way down here. Hips are square and level, and the twist is coming from your upper spine, your thoracic spine. Left fingertips can reach forward to intensify, but that's just an option. One full inhale and exhale here. And then bring that left palm underneath the left shoulder. Press into that left palm, rise up strong, reach those right fingertips up one more time, and place them back down, tabletop position. Let's switch it out, other side. Inhale, left fingertips extend high. Exhale, bring that left shoulder, left ear down. Modify if you need to. To intensify, our right fingertips slide up, trying to keep the hips square. One full breath here. Paying special attention to our breath whenever we twist. When we twist, it constricts everything, so be very mindful here. Press into that right palm, reach the left fingertips back up, and then place them back down to tabletop. Tucking the toes under, reconnect to that core. Press into your palms, lift the knees up off the ground, and then send those hips high to the sky, straightening the knees, finding your first downward facing dog. Bend one knee and send the opposite heel down, and then switch it out. Walking your dog out or finding any other movement that sounds good to you for your first downward facing dog of your practice today. When you're ready, find a static hold. Just like a tabletop, our fingertips are spread wide, they're not bent, and there's no air underneath our palms. We're rolling the shoulders down and away from the ears, soft elbows here. Connect into your core, bend those knees so you can really lengthen the spine, and then send those heels down towards the ground as much as you can. Maybe they touch, but maybe they don't. Take one more inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, release those heels down. On your next inhale, lift that right foot high, down dog splits. Exhale, bring it in between the palms, finding your low lunge. Release that back heel down and untuck the toes. And adjust the foot so that your right knee is over your right ankle. We can come up light onto the fingertips here. And option 1, you stay right here. You can also use blocks underneath you. Option 2, interlace these fingertips and gently send that right knee away from you. Staying connected to your core here, so no, we're not dumping into that lower back. We're staying connected and stable. Melt the shoulders down, shine the chest up. Gaze can go up if that feels okay on your neck. For your last breath, we'll inhale, find length, maybe reach the fingertips up. Exhale, release the fingertips down. Find a modified half split, so we're not warmed up yet. Straighten that knee as much as you can. You're welcome to keep a slight bend in it. Flex those toes up towards the sky. Try to keep the hips square here. Gaze down at that right big toe. One more inhale. And as we exhale, we'll walk our fingertips forward, stepping back to a tabletop position or downward facing dog. Tucking that toe, lifting the knee, pressing into our palms, downward dog. As you're ready, inhale, left foot lifts, down dog splits. Exhale, bring it in between the palms, low lunge, other side. Release the back knee down. Left knee is over that left ankle, coming light onto the fingertips. Option 1, you stay right here. Option 2, you interlace the fingers and send that left knee away while at the same time staying engaged. Shine that chest up, gaze goes up. One inhale here. Maybe you extend the fingertips. Exhale, send the hips back. Flex that left toe. Remember, you can keep a bend in that left knee if you need to. Inhale, lengthen the spine, keep the hips square. Exhale, walk the fingertips forward, bend that knee, going to your tabletop or your downward facing dog. Walking your dog out just a bit here. And then find your static hold. Maybe shake out your head yes and no. One more inhale. Soft, audible exhale.